Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on my link or wherever you're coming from. If you're returning, I appreciate it a whole lot. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about finishing the course. So it's no lie that 2020 as well as 2021 has been a rough, two rough years. Everything has been uncertain. Things just happened that we never could see coming, and it's just been a little unmotivating and just blah, you know. And to be very honest, in certain areas I've just been discouraged. And I know certain people probably have been, especially when you intended to do certain things this year or last year. You were supposed to start something, you were supposed to finish something, you know, and you were just discouraged. For me, recently, I was supposed to graduate next month in May. And I found out that my graduation, I wouldn't graduate because I needed 2 extra courses. So that was pushed back until August. So I need to take the two summer courses until I'm able to graduate, which was a little discouraging to me because I was just so ready to graduate, so ready because I already had plans. My sister and I made plans for after my graduation, and I started feeling as if I was getting delayed, you know, and I even started to feel as if I was delaying my sister's progress. And recently God just placed something on my heart, and I thought that if I came here and encourage you guys as much as it encouraged me, that maybe it'll help you out. I wrote this in my notes. I posted it on my Instagram, so if you're not following my Instagram, follow it so that you can get those little nuggets. It says, God is able to restore. Whatever is in his will for you will happen. Just trust him. Let perseverance finish its work, although you don't understand and it's confusing. Just go through it. Focus on what he's doing now and stop waiting for it all to be over. Finish the course. So for me, I'm always in my head. I'm always thinking this is what's going to happen. I can't wait for this to happen. This is how I'll be. I was already picturing what June would be like for me because I thought I was going to be a graduate. I thought I'd be in my dream job. I thought this was going to happen, this is going to happen. Like all of that is, I pictured things to happen a certain way in my own timeline, and none of that happened, right? And even it's funny because in the beginning of the year for my my vision board, I don't know if that video is still up, but my vision board, the theme I have is not my will but yours be done. And it's funny because I wrote that and it's like, did I really mean it? Because God has been just uprooting all of my plans. And to be honest, it's not always easy. You know, can we talk about how waiting is hard? Because I don't think we talk about it enough. We're told to wait on the Lord, and we know we have to wait on God, but it's so hard. It's so hard, especially when you feel as if nothing is going your way. And not only that, you don't see anything happening. It's almost as if God has just placed you on timeout, and he's like focusing on everyone else and they're progressing, and he's like it's like almost as if he forgot he put you on timeout and life is just moving on, but you're just stuck. I don't know if you guys feel that way. And I just remember telling my sister, I was like, sis, I don't know why I feel as if God keeps delaying me, right? I feel as if everything that I thought would happen, I tried to do something and it's like I'm delayed. And it wasn't even just in school, like different things, I just keep getting delayed, and that's frustrating. But what my sister was saying is one delay does not equal to denial. You know, not only to that, but what I realized is that our definition of delay is sometimes just God's definition of hold on, just wait. Because he knows what he's doing, right? And we know he knows what he's doing, but it's not always easy when you don't see it happening, right? Which brings me to the verse, Psalms 139. It says, you hem me in behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. Right? God literally knows who he made. He created me for a certain purpose, right? He hemmed me in behind and before. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. There are certain things that are happening in our lives now that will make more sense in another season. There are certain things that is attached to our purpose and needs to happen before we are able to reach our purpose, if that makes sense. There are certain people that we have to reach, but we can't reach them until we are able to connect to what they're going through. And so we have to go through it before we are able to teach them about it. You know, there are certain seasons that God is preparing you because he knows what's coming at the end. You know, if you don't have good money management skills, there are certain seasons before God is able to bless you with money, he's going to need to take you through some things so that he is able to help you in that skill before he blesses you with the money. So why? Because why would he give you a certain amount of money when he knows you can't manage it well, you know? And for me, I think it's also personality wise certain things for kingdom that God has to work on me with. But not only that, but I don't know what's at the end, right? And I would never be able to go to the next season unless I go through this season, right? And so God has really been just showing me that I have to finish the course. Just go through it, right? Stop waiting for, oh my gosh, what's going to happen on the next thing. Just focus on what God is doing now, because if you don't focus in on what he's doing now, you're going to miss out on the lesson that he's trying to teach you for this season. Like the season you're in right now matters to the next season. The dead season you're in matters to your season of prosper, you know, or your dry season matters to the season what season is the opposite of dry season? That's it. I feel like wet season doesn't make sense, but you know what I'm saying. And I was saying this on my Instagram about these trees I see opposite my house, right? And how they seem so dead during the winter and how they have to go through certain things. But that's in preparation for spring, because spring is coming, right? They are going to bloom. They are going to produce fruit, but they still need to go through that winter before spring comes. And for many of us, it seems as if this season, especially with COVID and being home, we've just been there and dead and nothing has been happening. But God needs, firstly, there is so much that God shows you when you're alone, when you're at home, when you have to sit and go through certain things that you didn't even know, you didn't even realize. You'll realize that you were so impatient when you thought you had the most patience. You know, and God has really been teaching me things about myself, and there are certain things that I've been learning, especially when it comes to things not going my way, because as it says here, God knows me way more than I know myself, and he knows who he created me to be. And in order for me to become that person, he needs me to go through certain processes, right? And it's funny because many times God doesn't take us through these things for him, right? He's trying to teach us something. It's like God knows that he's all powerful. He knows he's all knowing. He knows what's going to happen at the end of this season. He knows what's on the other side of things, because too often when we're picturing things, it almost seems as if what's on the other side isn't that good, or it seems as if it's negative, instead of thinking good things are coming. You know, instead of preparing yourself for great things to happen, you're preparing yourself to see when is this all going to come crumbling down. But God knows all those things that are coming. It's you that he needs to teach certain things. It's like God knows that I can trust him, right? He knows he's trustworthy. He knows he's faithful. But if I don't go through certain things, especially in this season, would I know that God is trustworthy? You know, it's like he needs to teach me. It's for me to know. I don't know if I'm making sense, but it's for me to know. Do you know when we sing those songs like Shirer? I don't know if you guys heard the song by Maverick City, Shirer is Enough. I've been singing that song before, you know, all well, like Shirer is enough. I will be content in every circumstance. Singing these songs, and it's almost as if it's baseless because we're not singing it, meaning it. And it's like, okay, you're saying that I'm enough, and you're saying you're going to be content in every circumstance. but am I really enough? You know, it's like God knows he's enough, but he has to teach me that you're saying this, but I need you to know that I am enough. I am enough for you. I need you to know that you can be content in every circumstance. I need you to know that you can trust me. I need you to know that I will come true for you. I need you to know that I didn't forget about you. I need you to remember the promises that I spoke over your life way back when that you've probably forgotten. You know, and that's what he's really showing me. So let me take you guys to the next scripture, which I've been holding on to with dear life during this season. It's just been my holy grail. It's Isaiah 40 from 25, no, sorry. It's Isaiah 40 from 28 to 31. It says, "Do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary, and his understanding no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." And I love that first part because, like, do you not know? Have you not heard that the Lord is the everlasting God, the creator at the end of the ends of the earth? That song also says, you know, if God can take care of the lilies, if he dresses the lilies, if he can take care of creation outside, how much more does he love you, right? How much more can he provide for you? How much more does he know what you need even before you ask? You know, but he still needs you to know that. He still needs you to know that he's the provider. And so that's what I've just been learning. That in order to learn all of these things, I have to finish the course. I have to go through this season, because this season won't last forever. You know, there is another season coming. And I won't be able to get to that season until I pass through this one, until I learn all the lessons that God needs me to learn, until I'm obedient in everything he needs me to do now. I will never be able to get to the other side. You know, or even if I do get to the other side, I'm going to be immature in certain things, premature in certain ways. You know, so I'd rather God prepare me now and go through whatever hardships I'm going through now, and let him finish that perseverance, finish its work. So on the other side of things, I'm ready. I'm prepared for whatever he has for me, because he took me through the what's that course called? You know, when they have to go training, like the training course, whatever that, I think it's called a training course, I don't know, but the training, you know. And sometimes too, I think we feel, especially in certain seasons when we lose certain things, that, oh my gosh, I think especially when you think you deserved something and you think God is unfair, like, why didn't you give me that? And that's how I was feeling too. I was like, why did I have to lose this thing? You know, I deserve that. Like, couldn't you give me that? You know, couldn't you give me a break in that aspect? And here's what I wrote. You ever lost something and it aches your heart? Got mad because you really wanted it and almost feel it's unfair because you deserve it? Know that God is able to restore. So if he wants you to have it, it's yours. No need to worry, right? Even if you lost something, God knows what you need, right? So you shouldn't count it as a loss, because he is able to restore. If he meant for you to have it, you're going to have it. And not only that, if it's not meant for you, God is able to replace, right? Whatever he takes, he's able to replace it. He works things together for your good. If it's not for you, he's also able to replace. You know, God works things together for our good, especially in those moments when it just doesn't seem as if anything is happening. I was watching this Priscilla Shirer sermon, love her, and it's I forgot what it's called, when it feels like God is doing nothing. And it's almost always in those times when it feels like if God is not doing anything, is when you have to really hold on to him, because I assure you he's doing something in the background, right? You don't have to see it. I was telling my sister too, there are certain things, especially when we pray or fast, and we expect to see a result, right? But what happens when it's not something that was meant to be seen? Like if you pray, let's say you fasted for something, and then at the end of your fast, you almost feel as if you look around and everything is the same. But that doesn't mean that nothing shifted in the atmosphere. That doesn't mean that some stronghold was broken. You know, you don't have to see it to know, because that is what faith is. So I'm gonna leave you guys with one more verse. It's Psalms 27:14, I believe. It says, wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. Guys, wait on God. I assure you, He's not gonna fail you. He's too faithful to fail you. So I don't know whatever you're going through right now, what season you're in, but I would admonish you to finish the course, right? Let God finish what He started in you. You know, finish, go through it. Don't try to skip it. Don't try to take shortcuts. Just finish the course. And sometimes you're not gonna understand. There are chances that in the next season you're gonna understand what God is doing, and maybe not. But trust in Him and just know that whatever it is, it was meant for your good. You know, so finish the course. I'm encouraging myself as much as I'm trying to encourage you guys, and I hope it served as encouragement to someone somewhere. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I pray that you guys would continue to stay close to God. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate the support, and have a great day. See you guys on my next video.